They say that around this time of the year is usually the time when people give up on their resolutions. If you are struggling with yours, let's look to Dr. Ann-Louise Lockhart for some help. You have been on the Today Show, you are active on TikTok, you've been gone viral many times, so you definitely know what you're talking about here, aside from being a psychologist as well.
Right.
Well, thank you for being with us again. Why, though? I have to know. Why do so many people give up on their resolutions at around this time of the year when it just started?
Well, because they're often too vague and they're too big.
Okay.
And so people have these huge goals that they want to accomplish. I'm going to exercise every day, go to the gym every single day, eat right for every single meal. And it's like, if that's not what you've been doing, it can be very unrealistic, and then it feels overwhelming. And then you drift back into old habits.
It's so true, right? Do you think also it's kind of like getting out of your habits, right?
Yes.
So it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen
in
right.
the month
Right.
or in 10 days.
Right.
So what is more realistic, would you think?
Well, what's more realistic is looking at what you value first. Like, what do you value? Physical health, your mental health, family, friends, connection, growth. Like, what do you value? And then moving towards that and having goals related to that, and then slow, small, incremental changes.
Is that more practical?
Yes.
If I were to ask you that, right? What is more practical?
Absolutely. So like, I want to get more physically active. So rather than saying I'm going to the gym every day, which I have not done in years, I'm just going to then walk. I'm going to walk every single day for 30 minutes. That's more realistic because that's more
doable,
movement,
yeah.
right?
Do you think, or when do you think someone finally reaches that point of like, okay, I can do this, I see why I want to do it, and I feel good? Is there a time frame, or does that really all depend on each person?
Well, I think that January 1st, although it's the beginning of a new year, I think it's still artificial for people, right? I mean, because you can change anytime.
Yeah, and
right?
it doesn't, like, the change doesn't happen from 2024 to 2025 in a day, right?
Exactly. So, you know, having short-term goals and tracking your progress, celebrating small wins, and then having someone who you can be accountable to. So maybe the walking buddy, maybe it's someone who can check in on you, someone that you can tell what your goals are.
Yes.
So do small, realistic changes. So maybe it's not eating healthy every meal. Maybe it's like, well, I'm going to be consistent about having one really good healthy meal a day, and then move from there.
I like that. And also, I think people need to be like easy on themselves. You put a lot of pressure. If you have like 10 resolutions, you feel the pressure of that. And maybe that's what is like, forget about it, right? Like, so if someone falls off track, what is your advice?
So if they fall off track, I think that understanding that setbacks are okay, and you know, reflect on what went wrong. So maybe the goal was too big, maybe it was too vague, maybe I didn't have someone that I could be accountable to, and then really make the adjustment and a fresh start without guilting yourself, because any change, any movement is still progress.
Yes.
So, and then every day treat it as a new opportunity to be like, okay, I'm going to do something different today, and maybe if I fell off track last week or yesterday, it's okay. I can start fresh today. You can always reset. I think we have to have more grace and compassion on ourselves.
Definitely. But I think one of the things you mentioned that I love the most is having someone keep you like in line there. It helps. I don't know. I'm someone who loves, I don't really like to be alone. So if even in my thoughts, I'm like, hey, my best friend, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? But just having someone, hey, how are you feeling? Are you doing good? Do you need help? Maybe, right?
Yes.
So maybe us, we can be the helpers too.
Right, right. And that person, maybe that person that you rely on could be the one that you do that resolution with. Maybe you go out to eat healthy with them, or you go walking with them, or you try something new with them, or exploring all the new things that you did today on the show, like doing something new every week. Then you do that. Like, we're going to do this on Wednesday. We're going for that walk. We're going to go to that coffee company, whatever it is.
I love that. Well, thank you, doctor, for being with us. How can people reach out to you, book an appointment, or just maybe want to ask you more questions?
Yes, so maybe their New Year's resolution is to seek mental health treatment for themselves or their kids. So
yes,
they can
it
seek
should
out,
be number one for everyone.
Yes, absolutely. So they can reach out at anewdaysa.com. We're here in San Antonio off of 1604 in Blanco, and we see everywhere from children all the way through adults, parent coaching. So they can reach out to us.
Everyone is obviously a candidate for mental health, and it's not a bad thing.
Right.
It is a good thing. So definitely know you're not alone, and we're ready for those resolutions. We're going to conquer them. Stay with us right here on Great Day SA.